Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore two important coins in American history, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar and the 1989 Kennedy half dollar. At first glance, they may look the same, but these two coins tell very different stories about US money, the economy, and collecting culture. Let's start with the 1971 Kennedy half dollar. This year is a milestone. From 1964 through 1970, half dollars contained silver. In 1964 they were struck in 90% silver, and from 1965 to 1970 they contained 40% silver. But in 1971, silver was completely removed from the series. The mint switched to a copper-nickel clad composition, with a pure copper core sandwiched between nickel layers. This change happened because the value of silver had risen so high that producing circulating silver coins was no longer practical. The obverse still shows President John F. Kennedy's portrait, designed by Gilroy Roberts, symbolizing honor for the young president lost too soon. The reverse, by Frank Gasparro, carries the presidential seal, with the eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by 50 stars. Billions of 1971 half dollars are minted at Philadelphia and Denver, so most are common. Yet for collectors, the 1971 issue is significant. It marks the very first non-silver half dollar. High-grade mint state examples and proof versions from San Francisco remain especially desirable. Now let's move to the 1989 Kennedy half dollar. By the late 1980s, something very different had happened. The half dollar was no longer a popular coin in everyday transactions. While it was still produced each year, most Americans rarely saw it in circulation. Instead, many coins went directly into bank storage, rolls, or collector sets. The 1989 issues were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While proof coins came from San Francisco, the composition remained copper-nickel clad. But because these coins weren't heavily used in daily life, many have survived in excellent condition. Collectors today often look for sharp strikes, brilliant, uncirculated surfaces, and proof versions with deep cameo. Comparing these 2 years gives us an amazing picture of change. The 1971 half dollar represents the end of an era, the final break from silver coinage in circulation. The 1989 half dollar, almost 2 decades later, shows how the coin had already faded from commerce and transitioned into a collectible item rather than a widely used piece of money. These coins highlight the evolution of American currency, from precious metal to base metal, and from everyday spending to collector demand. Whether you are just starting your coin journey or you're a serious numismatist, the 1971 and 1989 Kennedy half dollars are essential pieces that capture two very different moments in US history. And that wraps up today's look at these iconic coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more coin history content.